It's great to see everyone returning to our channel and checking out the new video. This video is here to help you level up and improve your life. Enjoy the video and feel your power grow gradually over the course of your life.
You're knowing what you are wanting. You are appreciating knowing what you are wanting. You like to know it even before it gets here. Do you enjoy? Now this is an important question and your answer matters a great deal. So don't just blurt it out, think about it. Do you like the journey on the way to what you're wanting? Yes. Even though the whole time you're on your way, you're not there. Yes. No more important question or answer ever to consider, because you are always, and we mean always, going to be on your way to something more. And if the not enoughness, because I'm not there-ness, is so powerful within you, then you mute your vibrational output. Not only do you slow the journey down so that it takes longer to get to where you think you want to be, but you're not having any fun along the way, because the absence of what you want is so punctuated within you. So when we ask you, we really want you to think about it. Are you enjoying the journey from where you are to where you to where you want to be, as you move through that it isn't here yetness? Because that really is what the art of allowing is about. It's about knowing that you are your own point of attraction, that how you feel is everything, because how you feel is the indication of the vibration that you're offering, and the vibration that you're offering is everything about what you're letting in. Most of our physical friends don't realize that when you ask, it really is given, that in the simple realization that you want something, that pathways open, doorways open, pathways light up, all kinds of non-physical help comes into being, all kinds of circumstances and events and rendezvous, vibrational rendezvous, take place in the moment that you come into contemplative awareness of something that you want. If you could see an aerial view, you would never again worry, because in the slightest wish or hope, and certainly in those stronger desires, pathways light up that are so vivid that those of us who are aware of these pathways wonder why any of you would ever worry. And then we remember that the reason you worry is because you can't see the path. So we want to make you aware of it. We want you to feel the path even if you can't see it. Esther will say to us from time to time, well, light it up a little brighter, will you? Make it a little bit more evident. And we say, you say that you want that only when you're standing in the darkness and you can't see the light. But when you're standing out there, tuned in, tapped in, turned on, you want everyone to get out of your way, because you want to be the creator of your own experience. You don't want someone else doing it for you, but we just want to let you know. No one else is doing it for you, but you have infinite intelligence helping you along the way. And if you could just be a little less aware of what's not going right now the way you think you want it to be, and a little more aware of what is going the way you want it to be, so that you're tuning yourself to the highest frequency of your highest good, then those pathways would be more evident to you. And we want to stop for emphasis and punctuation. That is what the best of life is about. When you want something and you believe it, and you're on your way to it, and you're joyfully romping down the path on your way to it. When you go on vacation or you get on a journey, you get out on the road going someplace, you're not there when you first start, but you don't freak out because you're not there. You expect there to be some journey along the way. But we have to say, friends, we love you very much. You know what's coming after that phrase? We love you very much, but you do complain on your journeys. You do. You complain on your journeys. And we take that as a good thing, not as a bad thing. We mean it as a compliment in this sense. At very deep levels, sometimes so deep, at very deep levels, you know things are supposed to work out for you. You do. And when they're not, there is a sort of freaking out that is natural. We understand that. But we want you to know a whole lot is working out before there is a manifestation that you can show to others. And if you can be a little less hung up on the manifestation that you want to show to others and more tuned to the feeling of adventure, to the feeling of joy, don't you just love it when you want something in general terms and you don't exactly know how it will play out? Oh, you've got some ideas about how you would like it to play out. But the reason that you want whatever it is to play out in more detail is because you believe that in the manifestation of it, you will feel better. So when you are moving toward it and you know how when you want something and it hasn't yet manifested, but you have this general sense of it, and then ideas start to come to you. Don't you like that feeling of idea? Don't you like that feeling of inspiration? You do when that feeling of inspiration is accompanied or allowed on this basic platform within you of expecting good things to come. If you are really upset about something, even though we want to help you and we'd like to take you all the way to your full empowerment, the likelihood of that happening in that moment is not that great, because you've already got enough momentum going that your world is sort of collapsing around you. And so in most cases, the best anybody can do is stop the bleeding. Does that make sense to you? Well, you all are past that. We wouldn't have the conversation that we had here today with just any group of people that stumble in off the street. They would not be ready to hear this. Most people are not ready to accept their worthiness. Most people would think it was outrageous that somebody would spend as much time as we are spending with you not focused on your problems. But we know for sure that every minute we spend with you focused on your problems is another moment of holding you in vibrational alignment with what you don't want, rather than calling you or guiding you toward what you do want. You are where you are. I am where I am. I feel how I feel. I feel the way I'm feeling right now. So in this moment, where you are and how you feel is in relationship with who you really are. And we said earlier, you couldn't feel terrible if your inner being didn't feel wonderful about this subject. If your inner being didn't know your value and your worthiness, you could never feel defeated, because there wouldn't be that wonderfulness to get sideways of. Does that make sense to you? So we made a strong statement earlier. Some of you heard it and most of you did not. You couldn't feel this bad if your inner being didn't feel this good. Oh, how very nice for you, inner being. Esther said to us more than once, come over here where I am, because the separation between us is too painful. Well, your inner being is not ever going to join you in your lower vibration, but you are where you are. So over time, we've written a lot of books. The Ask and It Is Given book has 22 processes in it, each one of them to help you from wherever you are to move to a better feeling place. And every one of them works. There's not one of you or anybody on the planet who is in any emotional state that is so bad feeling that we couldn't guide them to a little better feeling place with one of those processes. Every single one of them could be moved to another place, but we can't stay with them and guide them to every thought that they're going to think. And so we would say to them almost exactly the same, not almost, exactly the same thing that Jesus said to someone he had just healed: go forth and tell no one. Because as soon as you go back into your normal world and start having the conversations that you're accustomed to having, then the gain that you made is lost again, because you'll introduce a resistance right back into your experience and separate yourself from who you really are again. And so this process takes understanding, doesn't it? You have to know that there is another part of you who exists, who is offering a vibration that law of attraction is responding to, or you don't have a guiding light to reach for. And that's what goes wrong with most people. They're trying to please their teacher and their mother and their lover and their friends. They're trying to please all of these inconsistent vibrations around them, where they can't really get a handle on who they really are, where your inner being doesn't wiggle around on your inner being knows who you are. Your inner being is this stable consciousness who is the culmination of all that you have become, and will consistently offer you that signal. Once you get those two things in place, now you have a reference point. And now, as you pay attention to your own emotions, you can tell whether you're leaning in the direction of who you are or leaning away from it. And sometimes you're leaning so far away from it that the best we can do is stop the bleeding. And you're not going to get that much from us in this conversation, while you will feel a little better. And sometimes we'll have some conversations like we've had here today, where you have gone with us into a place where consciousness has never been before, and you have felt the exhilaration that your inner being felt as we moved into a place that has never been before unto all of the universe. And in your complete alignment, you felt that thrill, you felt that harmony, you felt that evidence of motion forward, you see. And so then we just say more words. Maybe it just sounds like words to you, and maybe you feel it, but this is how you are meant to always feel. You are meant to know your value, and to play with the others of the world, and to realize that the rascals who bother you the most are the ones that help you put the most in your vibrational reality. And that it's all about you focusing and finding and focusing and finding and reveling, until some days you'll just be sitting in some place feeling the absolute perfection of your beingness, and you'll be reveling with your inner being who's doing exactly that with you. And sometimes life feels like it sucks, but it's all your choice. If you're in a really sucky place, take a nap. Do anything to break that momentum.
We hope you enjoy our videos, which are more than just educational. They are also changing people's lives. So by sharing our videos, you are also helping to change lives. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.